Welcome back to the channel, Showroom 71, where I just kind of showcase the cars that I have and the cars that me and my dad collected. Just go over little stories here and there of like what each card kind of like reminds me, what each card reminds me of. But yeah, growing up, I really like the Ducks, and yeah, I can never stop thinking about when the Ducks went against the Devils for the Stanley Cup. I think this was back in like, I don't even know, 2003 or something like that. I liked watching Paul Correa play. He was one of my favorite players, hence number 9. So this is one of his cards. I don't know if you see that. Number 9. Paul Correa. Yeah, he was a beast.
Welcome to the NHL's 1993 entry draft.
Lots of talk about this draft being compared to 1979, which was one of the very best drafts in National Hockey League history.
First entry draft selection in the history of the Mighty Ducks is Paul Correa.
Yeah, no question. He's a great offensive player. Very exciting. I mean, what better guy to sell hockey in California?
Yeah, him going up against the Devils was just like, that was such a sick series. I'll never forget that because me and my dad had to listen to the whole, like, we had to listen to a lot of the series on the radio because we didn't have like access to watching it all the time, or we went to one of his buddies' houses to watch it. So I thought that was pretty cool too. This one. Steve Ruchin is an OG one for sure. Who's this? So these are just like cards that my pop had in his in our binder that we were collecting. David Sacco. That's pretty cool. Look at that one. It's a rookie card. Bless you. John Sebastian Shiger. Fucking beast. See that? I have labels right here where when my dad went into the hobby store, this is how much he got the card for. So I just kept that in there. Some of them I had to take off because they're super dusty. So, beast. See that? Sick. But yeah, Paul Correa, man, he was a beast. So it made me want to get really good on my backhand for sure. But you'll never forget when they went against the Devils. That series was just so epic, especially the time when he got Paul Correa got hit, got a cheap shot hit by Scott Stevens. Let me see. I know it's funny because I have a card of his too. But this guy was a beast too. He just was changing up the game, you know, the emotion of the game. And honestly, that game made a big difference because it kind of went our way of where the momentum of emotion went. You know, Paul Correa comes back. You know, later finding out that he had a concussion, comes back and scores. Like, you can't make that shit up, you know? Scott Gomez, beast. Scott Gomez. Martin Brodeur. Scope that one out. It's pretty fire. Another Martin Brodeur. And then the legend himself, Scott Niedermeyer. This one's pretty fire. I don't know if you can see that. You know, there's this, it says Topps Protector, peel and remove, but I don't know, I don't really want to mess with it, so I just left it on there. This card's pretty sick. So you know that the cards that I was talking about that I have signed, you know what sucks is that I have this signed Wayne Gretzky card right here, but one of the edges is all fucked up. I have a New York Rangers Wayne Gretzky card. But it's fucking, an edge is all messed up. So I have to figure out another way how to get his autograph. But look at this was Tony Semenoff, the guy that I was talking about that owned Center Ice, where I played ice hockey. This is the one that my dad got signed by him when he was playing for the Oilers. This was back in, let me see. Yeah, so like I was telling you, I think he was a gold medalist. So it says here, an 11-year veteran of the Soviet National League, Semenoff made his NHL debut, the '90 Stanley Cup playoffs. A former Soviet national team member, Semenoff was selected 120th overall by Edmonton in the '89 entry draft. So so that's when he was drafted, '89. Beast, yeah, and ended up in Ontario, California, which is beyond me. It's crazy. And then I have this one, Dmitry Yokovich, I think. And yeah, I have this one signed too. I don't know how my dad got this one signed. I don't know when we met him. Maple Leafs. This is an interesting story. It says the Maple Leafs knew they were getting a mobile defenseman who also has some offensive savviness when they acquired the father of triplets from Philadelphia in the summer of 1995. He delighted Toronto fans during his first season with his new team by throwing a, what's that say? Cornucopia of crushing body checks. I got ChatGPT to help me out. All right, so ChatGPT, how do you say this says cornucopia. Is that even a word?
It absolutely is a word. Cornucopia traditionally refers to a horn-shaped basket that's overflowing with fruits, veggies, and all sorts of abundance. In a broader sense, we use it to mean an abundant supply of something, like a cornucopia of ideas or opportunities. So yeah, sprinkle that word in when you're feeling bountiful.
Oh, interesting. I got this sick card. It's Paul Correa, Leclerc, Travasky, and McInnes. Martin McInnes. So it's pretty cool. My dad got this one for 25 cents. I'm already mixing up all the cards that I have. This is a dope one. Victory Prospects. Scott Gomez. Legend. Love that player. So Timo Solani. Look at this one. But these cards are pretty sick too. Let me see. So I have a Luke Robitaille printed auto, which is pretty cool. I thought that was cool. Dope. These Wayne Gretzky cards are pretty sick too. Look at these ones. No parallels or anything, but I don't think my dad was like too familiar with the parallels of what he was looking for. This one's pretty cool. Mike Madonna. Do you see that? Try to make sure that the lighting hits it good. Right there, that's a good spot. Look at that. Fire. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be buying like a Black Diamond box 5-pack. And we're just going to do an unboxing. Probably do all 5 of them. Just rip them. Ooh, Young Guns. Like, my dad collected a good amount of cards, man. Like, I had some Sergei Fedorov ones in here that I just recently found that I thought were pretty dope. Let me see if I can find one. Because he just, I think he just got his jersey hung up, too. Let me see. Yep, here you go. Sergei Fedorov.
Sergei Fedorov. Sergei Fedorov. Sergei Fedorov. The affiliates are reporting that Fedorov has defected. One station reported that he is already in Detroit.
Power, speed, puck handling, shooting abilities, and elite talent.
Give us a game changer.
That's the classic sweep shot.
Since day one I arrived to the Detroit area, Michigan, everywhere I went, I received a warm welcome. I'm a Red Wing at heart.
Legend. Sergei Fedorov. Legend. Look at more Wayne Gretzky cards. More Wayne Gretzky cards right here. Look at this one. My dad got this one for 35 cents. New York Rangers. Honestly, the New York Rangers have a great color sequence. Like, their colors are sick. Look at this one. Yeah, you know what? My dad got a lot of the SP Authentic cards. He got some Young Guns. Now that I'm noticing it, look at Mario Lemieux. My dad knew which ones to get, you know, that were really popular when he's on the Penguins. Mario Lemieux, Penguins. These are sick. Got this one for $1. Amir Yager. This is a sick card when he's on the Penguins. My dad bought it for $1. Look at that. Super sick. But yeah, man. Lots of good. See, look at another Young Guns that my dad got. Pretty sick. My dad had this one. It says, winner of the Art Ross Trophy. This is Wayne Gretzky. on the back. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty sick. Art Ross trophy. I have no clue how valuable those are, but they should be. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for right now. But I wanted to show you mostly the Paul Correa cards that I had. You guys got to see some other ones that I have. A good amount of Red Wings ones. Oh, there's a card that I didn't show you guys that came in recently. So this is 2016. So new card alert. Look at that. Matthew Tkachuk, new slab. Yeah, I really wanted to get one of his cards for sure. I mean, 2-time Stanley Cup champion. You know, plays with the Panthers, but I think this is going to be a nice one. It's a 430 out of 999, but it's an auto, you know? So I think that's pretty good. And this fool is huge. 6'2", 202 pounds. Damn. But yeah, SP Authentic. So I picked up this one. But yeah, the Tkachuk brothers have been like one of my favorite players to watch now, you know? And even they have that podcast that's pretty sick. Ooh, thank you, boo. Yeah, Wingman Pod. Dude, I'm so stoked that they have a podcast so that we can see like the day-to-day and like get insight of what's going on during hockey. So, Bubba, want to meet them? Come on, up. Look at this. Look at this little boy. Hey, Bubba. This is Augie. But yeah, the Tkachuk brothers, man, they are legit. They are the shit. And I'm glad they're American too. Yeah, they're just like, they're it for sure. You know, I'll be sick to see them eventually, you know, pull a Scott Niedermayer, Rob Niedermayer, you know, season where they play together and get a Stanley Cup championship together. And that's another thing too. Imagine being like an older brother. I don't even know if Scott Niedermayer was the older, but imagine being an older brother or being a brother that wins like 3 to 4 cups, right? And then says, you know what, my mission is to go and go into another team where my brother's playing, which was Rob Niedermayer, to go play for this team and win a Stanley Cup. Like, that was the mission. Like, I want to win a Stanley Cup with my brother. And know what he did? He fucking won a Stanley Cup with his brother. That's fucking crazy. Like, it's so hard to win a Stanley Cup. And this fool just, like, I'm going to go win a Stanley Cup with my brother. Went to the Ducks. Played there for like 2 to 3 years. And I think, like, on the 3rd or 4th year, he ended up winning a Stanley Cup with his brother. You know how crazy that is?
In 2005, brother Scott joined Rob in Anaheim, and in 2007, Niedermayer scores. The Ducks went on another cup run. This time, Rob Woody beat it up. The Anaheim Ducks are the Stanley Cup champions. Scott had one person on his mind. Obviously, being an assistant captain, that's usually where it goes, and I don't think anyone would argue. You can't really put it into words. I'm just happy that you know, for Scott to pass. Highlights of winning it all is getting the cup for a day, and the Niedermayer brothers brought the cup home to Cranbrook and brought the most famous trophy in sports to new heights.
But yeah, for the most part, the Tkachuk brothers, I mean, they're just like, they're it. I think they're dope as fuck. But yeah, I think that does it. I have some cards that are going to be on the way. I have some packs too that are going to be on the way. we'll rip up some packs. You know, trying to chase some rookie cards, some one-on-ones. But for the most part, you know, I do have a card that I just purchased on eBay that I'm excited to show you guys. I'll wait till it comes in before I tell you. But I'll make some like one-off videos like every now and then so that I just keep the content going. You know, it's keeping me inspired just to make something every day, and this is like the easiest thing that I could do where I could just be home and just create something. But yeah, stay tuned, like, subscribe, deuce deuce.